inside in the microphone. Yeah. Tak payah cakap.
A very good day. I bring to the honorable speaker, honorable speaker, members of the opposition bench, and members of the house. We, the government, stand here to strongly and surely support the motion that this house will spend, not save, when dealing with the economic crisis. I, as Prime Minister, fully support the motion that said because of first point, we should spend money before economic crisis get hard. I support my point because in the research by Stephen Bagdad from University of California, I thought if we do not spend now, we will never be spending forever. Unquote. The meaning is the crisis of the economy will get high and not get the chance to spend the money. My second minister will put one point. The first point is the freedom of the choice. Before I take my seat, we, the government, support the motion this house will spend, not save when dealing with the economic crisis. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Now I would like to invite the Deputy of the Opposition for speech.
A very good day to the Honorable Judge, the government team, and my fellow opposition teammates. Today, I will be opposing the idea of spending money during an economic crisis. Now, let's start off with why does an economic crisis happen? It happens because either a decline in goods and service, too much debt, malinvestment or unsafe investments, and credit decline. Now, why should we save and not spend? When we save the money, we can use the money for investments for future gain. And when the government spends the money, where does it come from? Either taxes or borrowing from other governments around the world. And when the economic crisis happens, only a few small sectors decline. The government gets money from the sectors that doesn't suffer, which in turn will make them suffer. Now, saving in the long term means growth by investing, and using saving to invest before the economic crisis to happen will in turn protect it better from actually suffering more. And because of saving, the UK is growing faster than the EU by 28% in its economy. And it also has the lowest GDP ratio because the government chose to save. And if you all remember the economic crisis in 2008, let's not repeat what we did. It happened because overconsumption, unsafe investments, and too much credit. Now, I'm going to pass the time to my second speaker, which is going to elaborate on my points.
Very good day, I bring to the Honorable Speaker, adjudicators, timekeepers, members of the opposition bench, and members of the House. Today, we, the government, stand here to surely and strongly oppose the motion that states that we should spend and not save when dealing with the economic crisis. I say this because if we do not spend, when will we spend? If the prices get high, we cannot have the chance to spend again. My first point will be that we have the freedom of choice, that we can save or even spend. as the first speaker of the opposition said, saving to invest. How can we invest when we can't spend? And my other point is that we should spend, because if we don't spend now, when are we going to spend? When the economic crisis gets high, we have nothing to buy anymore. We can't buy that, we can't buy this. There's no point when we save. That's why I say that spending is so much better before the economic crisis gets worse. Where can the worst come from? Is there any worse? Yes. That's why we must spend before economic crisis comes. And today, I would like to finish my speech by saying that we, the government bench, fully supports the motion that states this House would rather spend money and not save when dealing with economic crisis. Thank you.
Let's now invite the deputy leader of opposition.
Good afternoon, government judges, worthy opponents, and fellow teammates. First, I would like to begin with others and my points. The second speaker said that when we can spend before economic crisis. Well, before an economic crisis, there's an overconsumption, huge investments, and most of all, large spending increases. Because before a bust, there's also a boom. The boom happens because prices where incomes rise, so prices also rise, investment is high, and there's a huge available credit. Now, secondly, the government also said that the prices will increase, and in fact, the opposite happened. In the 2008 financial crisis, countries like USA, UK had one of the highest housing booms in the history. For one house, it cost like £1 million. But after the economic crisis, it dropped to sometimes as low as £400,000. So it proves that prices will decrease during the economic crisis because people don't have the money to spend because their wages drop. That's why the prices also drop. So secondly, I'll go on to my points. Governments. Why do governments spend? They need to make their citizens happy and lead their countries into prosperity. But countries like US and UK don't go into prosperity because the governments help them, because they do it by themselves. That is called entrepreneurship. The people should lead the government, not the government should lead the people. Secondly, let's say that you are 10,000 ringgit, but you need to buy a house. Today, most people does is borrow money. But you save instead of borrowing because those savings will turn them into investment, will grow the economy and give us a better life and better prosperity. Secondly, the economic crisis. Why does it happen? The economic crisis. How do we fix it? Some of you might say that austerity, spending cuts will hurt the economy. Let's say that the countries like Japan, it's because of this economic crisis, this debt is now 200% of the GDP. That's unsustainable, and it cannot be tackled with just spend more, increase in spending. Government should cut spending and deregulate the economy so that it will grow, wages will grow, prices will increase, and then we'll return to the boom cycle again. Before I finish my speech, I would like to tell you one more thing. Long-term economic growth. The 2000 economic crisis was all about short-term growth. Right? People misjudged the boom because it was not real money, but simply more spending. The boom, in the future, those booms should be limited so that we will not suffer huge bust And if with this happen, we have the spendings, we have the savings to limit those.
Now I invite the government.
A very good day I bid to the Honorable Speaker, members of the Opposition Bench, and members of the House. We, the government, supports the motion that states this House rather spend money, not save, when dealing with economic crisis. As the third minister, I completely support this motion. Let us go to the first point put forward by the Opposition Bench. I need to request. We are totally disagree with this, as we all know saving money right now will lead to our downfall. Now let me recall what my Prime Minister said. We should spend money before economic crisis get high. Now let me rebut the points put forward by the second speaker. He said government spend, maybe it's all about the nation's happiness. What he said to be committed, it has no watch. He said about America, United Kingdom, and other foreign countries, but we are talking about Malaysia. Now let me recall what my second speaker said. He said we have the freedom of choice in how we spend our money. Before I take a seat, we fully support the motion that states this House rather spend money, not save, when dealing with economic crisis.
Invite the opposition.
Thank you, my government. Good afternoon. Those are the speaker. In any economy, investing matters the most. Investing comes from the savings. This is the only real growth. Government should encourage saving to encourage entrepreneurship. Government spending means limiting personal economic freedom. In some research, they prove that spending don't grow GDP. There's no difference. Prices drop during economic crisis because people can't spend. Save before investments boom means spending increase. Save during, in conclusion, saving money in an economical crisis is the best way.
Thank you for the debate. You may shake hands and please leave the room for 2 minutes.